Okay, hi everyone. So today we have a very interesting speaker all the way from Malaysia. Today we are actually at our episode number 14, interview sessions with students and professionals. So here, thank you so much for existing subscribers and viewers who are actually viewing right now. If you are the new viewer or a new subscriber, so this is a session called interview session with students and professionals. The main purpose of we are doing this is actually to bridge the gap between at college or school and what you actually apply at work. So that is the main purpose of this session. So today we have Mr. Vignesh and a little bit about you, Vignesh.
First of all, thank you for having me. I'm currently working as an external auditor in one of the top audit firms in Malaysia, but I'm also pursuing my ACA qualification in ICW, in which I have one paper left to go.
Okay, thank you so much. It's a very brief and precise introduction about yourself. So let's get started with our today's session. My very first question is there a gap between what you studied in your school or college and what you actually apply at your work currently?
Yes, there is a definite gap between what we learn theory-wise and what we learn practical-wise in work. Because what we learn in theory is all the standards, and any question that we do, they may not have such practical implication as to when we actually go to work. And what we learn is like the basic, like how to do balance sheet, maybe how to do audit, maybe how to do a bit of financial management. But when you go to work, there's other additional items like maybe administrative stuff, which are also important to do in your work, because that's how you document everything done, how you document what you have done and why you maybe put those figures in that particular item in the accounts, all those stuff like that.
Okay, maybe because you can share a little bit about the role that you're currently at your firm. Are you an assurance senior or things like that, audit related or more towards accounts or tax? So
I'm currently an audit senior associate. So basically, what I do is I'll tend to, because of my role, I may do some audits. I may lead some audits, but but for big jobs, I may be under other more senior auditors. So basically, I'll be in charge of auditing some if it's a big group, I'll audit some of the companies in that group, or maybe if the group is small enough or the job is small enough, then I'll lead it by myself, but will be under the supervision of my manager.
Okay, thank you so much. So I think this particular question is going to lead to our very second question, which is what would be your advice to students currently who are studying on bridging the gap?
I think one way to bridge the gap is to do internships, because when you do internships, you can learn. You will do a lot of the administrative stuff, because you especially if you do go to audit firms, you'll realize that the seniors do need help in doing some administrative work, which as a intern or maybe a junior, you can help them to do. And then later, when you do eventually work, especially in the audit firms, you then understand what you need to do when you start, and as a senior you understand that you will have this stuff to do that you may delegate to your juniors to help smooth out the work, so that you can focus on the more I should say the important elements of the audit.
Okay, so when you spoke about internships, right, is there any definite period of time to do the internship? Like, should it be like 3 months, should it be 6 months or 1 year? You know, how it should be?
It depends, because I did three months internship, which I did learn how the audit was done at that level, not all of it, but I did learn some aspects of it. If you were in the internship for 6 months, maybe you learn more. And then when you transition to maybe a full-time stuff, it might be a bit more smoother than doing 3 months, maybe take a break and join, or maybe you do 3 months, you complete your papers and then you join. Okay. So but 1 year I think would be fine, especially in audit, because you do 1 year, then it'll be much easier to transition.
Okay, so basically do internship even during your period of studying lah. It's not necessarily you need to do in the final year only. it can be done in the first year itself if you had that opportunity to actually go for an internship. Okay,
Yes.
is it like that?
Generally is like that because the reason why you do internship while you're studying is to get some practical knowledge which may or may not apply to your papers, but at least you have the practical knowledge, so that later when you finish your studies and you go to work, at least you'll slightly know what's going on.
Okay. Okay, my very third question is, if you had a chance to go back to school or college, what would be the favorite subject that you're going to study heartfully beyond the books?
Beyond the books, me personally, maybe some software engineering, maybe learning some computer hardware as well, because that's something that I feel like I wanted to do from young, but I didn't get a chance to do. So probably maybe if I went back, I studied that, it would have been another outlet I can engage besides doing accounting.
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, my next question would be, how do we be creative at our work or job when our job is very, very mundane and monotonous?
In our job, it tends to be mundane in some aspects, like maybe some administrative stuff that you do, it's like routine. So there's not a lot of things you can learn after you do the first or second round in time, but it's quite important. I think how to make it interesting is maybe while you're working, maybe you might just chat up with some of your colleagues, just simply chat up, maybe some funny stuff or regarding your work, just to keep you like entertained while you're doing the work, because a lot of things that we do in work, there's not a lot of creative ways to get about it unless it's like very something new, so you have to think about what you need to do. So I think just communicating with people, finding a fun way to do the mundane stuff might be a better way to go about it.
So get excited with it lah.
Yeah.
Just find a way to get excited with the mundane works, because I think especially if we are in this kind of field, especially in audit and accounts, we cannot run away from admin stuff because that is part of a very important job actually, like what you said. So I think finding the way that makes you excited, I think that's the best way to make you also concentrated during that job. My second last question, I would say, what are your views in terms of our current education system? It can be in Malaysia or overall education system. And what are your few measures that you are taking for the betterment of the education itself?
I think in view of our current education system, at least up to SPM level, I think they need to implement a lot of creative thinking aspects in our papers. Not all, but for some of the subjects, because like when you see the language, there's nothing. Probably creative writing is the only thing I can think of for language, but maybe for the science subjects, maybe for the other subjects, if they can implement some sort of creative a way to improve our thinking process, probably it might help out. Because once you go to the tertiary level, which is the level right before you go for work, you need that creative thinking aspect, because you need to be able to think on your feet. You need to be able to think outside of the box, especially when you are doing work, because once you encounter a problem while you're doing work, you need to find a way to solve that problem, especially when you're a senior, especially when you're a manager even, because you cannot delay it for months on end. You might need to solve it within that month. So if you're able to learn that thinking process while you're in secondary school level, which you can carry forward to tertiary level, which you carry forward to your work, I think it'll help.
Okay, so basically it's the creativity part of it. Okay, my very last question for today's session. Share with us your one mistake that you made when you were a student in either school or college, which the adult you now would want to change.
I think neglecting the health aspect of myself while I was growing up, because at school during our physical exercise sessions, I tend to go down to the field and play football around with my friends, but then I don't do much of it outside of that period. So like maybe the weekend I might not do any sort of exercise Even when I got to college also, I never really thought about it because I was busy studying during those 2 periods. So probably it's the one thing that I'll look back now, that probably if I focus more on it, I might be a bit more healthier mentally and maybe physically than how I am now. So
Okay.
that's probably the only thing that I would change.
Okay, I think that's a very good point because having said we are all in this accounting line and auditing line, we put a lot of hours in our work. It can be more than 8 hours per day kind of thing. So I think health is one of the major thing that we need to look into since young itself. Okay, thank you so much, Vignesh, for your sharing and also your experience with us. We have come to our end of our session. So, do you have any final words you want to suggest or recommend to students?
I would say if you can get some practical experience, go try internship, even if it's 3 months, 6 months. Just get some practical experience maybe before you finish your course. But if let's say after you finish your course you're still unsure what you want to do, like you want to go commercially, you want to go an audit firm, maybe you want to even do tax, probably you can just do an internship, gauge from that, and then choose what you want to do.
Okay, I think that's a very practical way of doing this thing right, I would say, to bridge the gap. Okay, thank you so much, Vignesh, for sharing this. And I hope to see you with another topic very soon. So thank you and take care. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.